What's up, video gamers out there? How's it going, everybody? It's the intelligent moron Josh Bryan back at you once again with another pickups video. I got off of work once again at 7 o'clock. There was about an hour I had to kind of kill in between a community sale that was going on. That the guys at the community sale, there was supposed to be like 30 yard sales, and there was about 2 or 3 posts separately saying we're part of the community sale and we have a bunch of awesome stuff, so come check us out. And they had video games. One of them, the guy turned out to be a douche. The other one, guy's prices were just really too high on a bunch of stuff, but I did snag a couple things from his, well, actually one thing from him, and but I did find some stuff. So it all got started at a church sale where I went. I didn't expect to find anything. It was just one of those things where we were killing time, so we went ahead and went over there. They had 2 games, one of them, or both for PlayStation 2. One of them was Sopranos, which was a game I picked up last week. The other one was, wow, that glare is horrible, Bad Boys Miami Takedown. Good old Will Smith and Martin Lawrence there. It was made by Crave, so I was kind of really hoping that this game was, a little bit more well received than what it had than anything else. I heard it wasn't really all that great, so I'll pop it in and check it out. By the way, and I completely forgot to mention in that completely awesome intro I just did, I want to try out a little something different here. I'm going to kind of like start posting annotations in one of these corners somewhere, exactly what I paid for it, which was the $1 you saw there, and how much it's worth. This last when I did look it up, some of these I didn't look up, but this one when I did look it up was like $2. Excuse me, $2 loose, which it's not. It's complete, and $2.01 complete. That's right, pinching that penny. Anyway, so that was the first find. It started the day out, so I can't complain really. So at least I found something at my first find. Now I'm just trying to find out where to put it. Alright, so then the next place we went, I can't even recall what was the next place we went. Right, I think it was this one. So this one here, walked up, the guy had a couple different... Actually, I'm sorry, the next place we went was the douchebag guy, but I'll tell this story first because this guy was cool. This guy, Ultimate Alliance, Forza Motorsports, double pack. I got excited when I first saw it because I thought it was a double pack. Opened it up, find out that it was only Ultimate Alliance. I asked him how much, he said $1, so I said, okay, sure, not a problem. I'll take it. I did not look to see how much this is worth. It's probably not worth all that much, but I will, like I said, post in the corner somewhere how much they are. And so then the story about the douchebag real quick. Yeah, this guy, he pissed me off completely, and my wife, once I got back in the car, she saw how pissed off I was, and I walk up, I kind of got excited. He had a little plastic container, had it opened up, had a bunch of PS2 games, a couple PS3 games, some PSP games, some Japanese GBA games. He had a box for Pokemon Sapphire, which was jacked, but it was the box. And so then he was like, I was like, hey, it was 8 o'clock, and he said he was going to be set up. This community sale started at 8 o'clock. So I got over there, I started looking, and he was like, well, we got some stuff in here. We got a Japanese imported PlayStation 2 with a bunch of imported PlayStation 2 games, and I thought that was awesome. I was like, okay, how much do you want for the PlayStation 2 stuff? And he was like, well, the games, I think he's talking about $5 a piece or so. So I started looking through them. There were some decent ones. And then he's like, but you do know you need a PlayStation 2 from Japan to be able to play them. And I was like, okay, that's fine. He was like, I have one for sale. I was like, oh, how much? He wanted $100 for the Japanese PlayStation 2. Granted, a Japanese PlayStation 2 might come in for that much. I'm not exactly sure. But dude, you're setting up at a yard sale. This is what pisses me off. And I really should have figured it out because these houses were a little bit nicer. It is a annual yard sale. So these people every year pull out the same stuff and set it up. So I was a little ticked off about that. He showed me a DS Lite that he wanted $100 for also. I don't know if it was a Japanese DS Lite or not. He didn't say. And then there was also a box, a Game Boy Advanced SP Blue, sitting there with a price tag of $20 on it. And I pick it up and it's empty. And I was like, what the heck? What's up with this, man? I was like, do you have it? Are you going to sell it? He was like, oh, my son set up a bunch of this stuff. I don't know what's going on. He's not here yet, so I can't sell it to you or anything. And I'm like, really? I'm like, well, dude, I was like, I really want this SP, whatever. Can you give him a call, find out where he's at, see how much it is? No, I'm sorry. Maybe you shouldn't have been here so early. He actually said that. Your yard sale was advertised that you're starting at 8 o'clock. What do you mean? Maybe I shouldn't have been here so early. Douche. So then I picked out Dungeons & Dragons something for the PSP. And Tactics is what it was. Dungeons & Dragons Tactics for the PSP. And Assassin's Creed Revelations for the Xbox 360. And the only reason I needed Revelations is because my disc got messed up and I wasn't able to finish Revelations. And I kind of have been putting off playing 3 before I beat Revelations. So I was like, how much for these? He goes, $15 for the 2 of them. I was like, dude, you're fucking crazy, man. No, I'm good. He was like, oh, I could do it for 12. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm good. He's like, okay, thank you. And I walked away, put him away. So whatever. Scrapped that guy up because he was a total douche. Tried to sell a little too much retail. Whatever. So anyway, we left that community sale and started driving home. Found out that there was a whole nother side of that community sale that we completely missed. So eventually we ended up going back. But before that, we went on to another piece of town, another area in town, and we checked out a place there. And I picked up 2 things. I walked up, he had a bunch of Wii stuff set up. He had his Wii, he had Rock Band for the Wii, and he had a Wii in a piece, like a plastic tote with a whole bunch of games. And we have Super Mario Brothers Wii, new Super Mario Bros. Wii, complete. And then we have Mario Party 8, complete, which I gotta check the points, but I'm not gonna check the points till after the 30th. But that's complete. And got both of these, picked them up. I said, how much do you want for the games? And he said 10 a piece. And I was like, we do 5 a piece. He goes, sure. And I was, so $5 a piece. I was happy as could be to do that deal. 2 games that I really want. I really want to have almost all the Mario stuff as I can, as much as that I can. And the Wii's, we didn't have anything Mario really for the Wii yet. So glad to pick those up. So then we went back to that one yard sale, the one community sale, mainly because a guy had posted that he had a bunch of video games, a bunch of collectible stuff, and that he was trying to get rid of it and whatnot. But this guy, when I got there, he was nice as can be. He had a lot of high prices on things. He was a reseller for a lot of stuff also. He had a really cool Ecto 1 complete in box from like 95-ish. He wanted 24. I almost broke down and bought it, but I decided not to. I did break down and buy, however, a Nico Toys Gizmo. He's not going to be staying in here. He's going to be cut open and taken out and put on my shelf. It's pretty cool. If you can see, his eyes are adjustable, and right now he looks like he is stoned off his ass with his eyes, the way they are. So, anyway, that was $2. Couldn't beat that. Then we kept on walking around and found found this for 50 cents. Cannot beat that at all. Checked online. I was pretty sure what this was, but I couldn't figure it out to save the life of me at first. And then I kept on researching it online. It was the 2010 Platinum Club Nintendo Award. And so for 50 cents, I could not beat it. I was quite happy for that. And then we got one more. This is like all Nintendo Day almost. Well, I mean, there was the PlayStation, majority Nintendo Day. Resident Evil for the Wii, and I paid $5 for this also. So not too shabby. I really like that. And let's see. Went to another gentleman's yard sale, and this guy had a couple games, not many. Apparently they had a lot more, and I just didn't get there earlier, which, damn it. And they probably were good games too, because this was a sports title. I'm gonna show it. It's Major League Baseball 12, the show. Always heard that the show is a good baseball game, so I wanted to pick it up. I didn't have any baseball games on the PlayStation 3 yet, so I wanted to go ahead and get one. And always been told that the show is a really good game. Probably the best out of all the Major League Baseball games. And so they were charging $2 a game for the PlayStation games. And she said, yeah, we had a lot more, but that and then Guitar Hero, The Legends of Rock, I think, Guitar Hero 3. I think those were the only ones that were left. And I was like, man. And she said, yeah, we had more, but missed out on them. That sucks. I can only imagine what they might have had. But that's how it is, yard sailing, right? So that was $2. Then they had a stack of board games for $2 also. They actually had a complete Axis and Allies. I have Axis and Allies Europe, Axis and Allies Pacific, which is just the game essentially split in two. So I should have went ahead and bought two, because I probably could have sold it on eBay for a decent amount, but I didn't. I did ask them about this though. Disney 2nd edition seen it. We opened it up. There was no DVD, and it was missing some of the cards. I asked them if they knew where they were, and the gentleman said, no, let me go check. So he looked. He could not find it. So then he was like, well, I'm just going to throw it away. Do you want to take it? I was like, sure, I'll take it. And, it has the pieces. It has one set of cards. It has another set of cards you could play. It has the board, no rules. But then as we were getting ready to pull away, he comes running up to the car door, and he says, hey, look what I found. And it's the rest of the cards and the DVD. And I reached for my wallet, and I was like, let me give you some money for it. He's like, no. He said, don't worry about it. I already promised it to you. It's all yours. So that was really nice of him. I appreciate that. And other than that, that was about it. I got one little pickup from a pawn shop or a thrift store. I ran over to the one thrift store that hooked me up a couple weeks ago, just because a buddy of mine told me he found a copy of Super Street Fighter over there, and I wanted to see if I could find anything myself. They had a lot of really great games at pretty much retail prices that I just didn't feel like paying right now. And but they did have this game, and it's a game that I remember playing when I was younger, and I wanted to pick it up. And apparently, when I looked up online, it's about right at what it is worth loose. Actually, this is probably worth a little bit more than a loose copy, because it does have the manual. But that is Super Battle Tank 2. There we go. I paid $4 for it. Like I said, it wasn't going to break my bank any. Just for the $4. They did have like Legend of Zelda, Link Between Worlds, or A Link to the Past, which was like they were charging like $25, which is about retail. They did have a Super Mario World that they only had $12 on, and I think it still retails for like $20. But anyway, that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little pickups. It's not a whole lot. Oh, real quick, little close encounter there. I will show you these real quick. I know not a lot of you are probably interested in these, but these are Monster High dolls, and like I said, I know you guys probably aren't interested in these, but I walked up to a yard sale, and this is just kind of like an advice to never. it never hurts to ask. It never hurts to haggle, and you never know what you can walk away with. My girls love Monster High. The bad part about Monster High is that they do tend to break a lot, but they do pop right back in. And then the bad part also is if you've been that way, it might snap the arm off for good. But anyway, we walked up to a yard sale, and they had literally 3 plastic bins full of Monster High stuff. And Monster High stuff usually gets sold for about like $4 or $5 a pop at a yard sale, because they are like $20 a doll. And I don't know if it's necessarily a fad for kids sometimes, but a lot of kids don't keep on playing with them after they've played with them for a bit. So anyway, I asked this lady how much she wants for them. She was like, I'm not sure yet. I haven't individually priced them. What about $30 for everything? And then she starts talking about 50 cents a piece and all this other stuff. And I was like, you know what? I was like, would you do 20? And she said yes. And we got, there was like 15 dolls, the high school that they're in, a car, a couple, like the bed for the vampire chick, the bed for the water chick, a bunch of other stuff, like a bunch of other play sets, and all of it for $20. And like I said, just if I didn't have 2 little girls, I still would have bought that, because I could stick those Monsters High dolls up on eBay and probably sell them for about $5-10 a pop. I have a box full of like the stands, because you can put them on stands, that I'm going to throw up on eBay, and I guarantee I get like $5 for just that box. So that's already $5 made back by just selling the stands that were in that whole lot. So like I said, it doesn't hurt to ask, it doesn't hurt to haggle. And make sure you look at everything, because there's other stuff out there. I know we're video game collectors, but you guys need money to buy your video games, right? There's other stuff out there that sells. So if you're an eBay seller, or if you go and set up at a flea market every now and then, there's stuff that sells, and you could easily get that stuff and sell it at somewhere else. So this was free. Me and the wife and the kids are gonna play it, but if I didn't want to, I could throw that in there and easily sell it for like $5. Free. $20 on the Monster Highs. I could easily make that money back plus more. So, alright guys, this is it. I hope you guys like my little pickup video. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one. I hope to watch the rest of your guys' videos for the next week. I don't know exactly what's going to happen next week. Probably no yard sailing, because we have a closing ceremonies for baseball, and then we hopefully, if it doesn't rain, because it's supposed to pour its butt off, closing ceremonies for baseball, and then my team's barbecue. And then the weekend after that, if it does rain, it's going to be my team's barbecue, and probably closing ceremonies if it rains. And then on the 28th is All-Star Baseball, so we won't be yard sailing that day either, because I'll be coaching more than likely, and he'll probably be playing. So that's like 3 weekends I'm going to be on withdrawal. So alright guys, take it easy. I'm going to start posting stuff on eBay, so I might start posting down a link below some of my my eBay channel, my eBay link, so you guys can check out what I'm selling. I know I'm getting ready to post up some Game Boy Advance SPs, so take it easy guys, have a good one.